welcome to ATRPG, part-time game, a coward's guide, or a solo adventure, whichever you prefer. Can't quite see you there, PC. Are you doing alright? Still not. Are we ready? Okay. Come on, please. 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 Okay. Not exactly great at the moment, but yeah. Just a cold, really. Headache and a cold. Typical kind of, like blocked nose, phlegmy throat, that sort of thing. Cold season. Oh, Mo. We'll see how we go. Alizé's quest. Oh, greetings, beauty. Want to look in on our friends? Rest assured, everyone is quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them, and have satisfied myself that they are in fine health. As a matter of fact, they're all just about to convene in Dawn's respite to discuss how best to use their pent-up energy. Join them, shall we? Right.
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat. Not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission.
Verily.
Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well. Welcome back, everyone!
Lise!
Well, in the back. Oh my god, 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 oh my god.
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
No, the headache's just mine.
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lise Hext, former scion and hero of the Alegan resistance.
In the record books.
I don't believe we've met. Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Well, she was never a scion.
Rahat here, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the first. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Alpha, now, you trying to get him closer? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Making
right.
me
I
embarrassed.
did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it.
Oh, you really got a chance there.
Well, well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
Yes, I'm sure you can believe that.
I'll take that as a yes.
Only for a couple of episodes.
Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings, meaning Zodiac will never regain his full strength.
Wonderful.
Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals, he remains a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak. And it falls to us to ensure that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
But tell us, Lys, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit?
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough?
No.
Alright, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire.
Wonderful.
So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne.
Huh?
The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble.
What?
The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald. And we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Oh.
Why don't you go on without me? There's something I need to look into.
Yes, politician, do your politician.
Forgive me. You were just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
That's
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you used to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
With the same pretext.
Sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
It's not
I'll
going to be
do
that
my
easy.
best.
Oh, we'll see.
I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Why would I want to go to a stuffy meeting? We've got our ambassador back. What meeting? Lead on.
I knew you'd say yes.
I'll come too. If you don't mind, that is.
I don't mind putting you two up, setting you two up. I mean, yes. If you wish, I'm sure you have now.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
Cheeky.
Why, no. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
Oh, don't worry, she's just been a bitch.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
Very interesting that they do spell it that way. Godspeed, with 2 S's. Because may the gods speed you on your way, not may God speed you on your way. Alright, what are you thinking? When I set out to save Halvik, I think Gabu was always at the back of my mind. Having proved that the Lycorotes are not lost, I am convinced the same must be true for Tempest. Similar to those corrupted by sin eaters, the ether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It is by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, I'll say, and it warrants full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try. But however much I'd like to race over the limit and set to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. As I am sure Beckler will remind us, we still know little and less about the soul. Any number of things can go wrong if we don't exercise due caution. And so, before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about Temple. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since grown to a halt, and the combined work of many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. Not the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of their ancient counterparts? I know the Allegans took more than passing interest in the subject. And what if we seek, if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Ephorochemical Research Center. Were they experimenting with idols and their worshippers? Yes. Thinking. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the report on our Azazlar, which means we'll be needing an airship. An airship, you say? Oh dear. Meet me at the northern bank of Silverteal Lake. Got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepare for travel. Exit to the Rising Stones. Now, don't want to spy. We've got a little side quest to do. Woo. Okay. Essentially, they just made it so that you can fly in this area because, well, I've been fanning about a bunch of stuff, so there's going to be a tedium when you've got the sort of flying buttons to get. Buttons. I give you the Bonanza, Scion's very own airship. You bought an airship? I built her as a company project with the help of our friends at the Rising Stones. Named her for luck and prosperity. Sounds about right. Taru, this is amazing. We'll be able to fly to just about anywhere we want. Yay! Our guns were impressive enough, but to build an entire airship, I see the annals did not exaggerate on the many talents in the Sands. Fabled coinkeeper. Hee. I'd also introduce myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. But that's alright, because we've hired this capable fellow instead.
Hello, my name is Pilot.
The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around our slower. But enough talk, it's time to fly. On the board! So she funded an airship and spare mana cutters. Wow, that's a lot of money spent on it. Especially since somebody paid for a sword with 10 million gil, which we didn't have. Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way the airship flies. Sarah was outdone herself. Anyway, here we are on Azisla, Alpha Anthropon. Do not do the scale of this place justice. Right. Gonna take the point. This appears to be hills, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. The east lies Beta Quadrant, and yes, I believe I have my bearings. This is the very first time on Azisla. I do not have some familiarity with the place next to the records in the Crystal Tower. Unless I'm mistaken, this path leads to an evening, beyond which there will be information tower. I suggest we begin our search there. Cool. Yay, I have unicorn! 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 Okay, Graha. And here's the terminal. A moment, I'll search the archives and references to the terminal. You. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption. Hello, that sounds promising. Indeed, let us see what this report has to say. Found it. The contact appears to have been deleted. What? No, there isn't there something you can do? Not here, I'm afraid. It appears to be another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is, where's the log? It says here the report was written by someone named Owen. It's likely that he kept a copy. Dynasty lives on! Yay! I would say it's a distinct possibility. Assuming he was a researcher, he will have headquarters on the Hemisphere. I'm going to state the details and Hemisphere can control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the manacles. We'll need them to reach our destination. I forgot, you already have suitable means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship then. We'll see you at the Hemisphere, and you'll get there with fine. I know how this works. Whee! Huh? That's beautiful. Look, we'll go get our mana cutters, you get yours. Fantastic. They're all in their 50s. Uh-oh. Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want extra XP from it. No, we don't. damn it, we're gonna get extra XP. Yep. How did you get here before me? If the late Owen did indeed have a chamber here, it's known whoever tells its number. If it wants to. It can't tell me. Where's Owen? Tell us where Owen is. Look. There. From what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity. Warning. An evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the hemisphere is not permitted at this time. Holy cow. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the fall fungal calamity, and I doubt it would be lifted in the near future. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example? Ere we resort to that, I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through the under control mechanism, should prompt the system to restart using logs. As for suitable energy source, concentrated lightning shot might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall there are no that they are known to form points of stagnant ether throughout the continent. You seem to recall. Are you honestly telling me that was in the records too? Huh. I am a report sent to the captain mentioned that lightning and suspected ether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with. Yay. You man of detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the prison tower, there was no such thing as too much alien knowledge. Besides, my studies have feel connected to the source. I must have explored this facility 1,000 times in my mind. Finally stamped here with the two of you. It's more exhilarating than I can well express. Now then, lightning shot, if I may. I suggest we split up and search the basement. Oh, beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the ether is snapped. Now you're just showing off. It makes me think we should make a contest. There's to returning or Richard wins. What do you say? Very well, it would be my honour to do that. Someone has the place. I don't mind coming third or second. I'm scared about this egg. I keep getting angry about losing. Not my fault she sucks. I'm joking, she's not that good. Oh, shit. Oh, blow it. And we go. Here, dog, wait. Oh. Stay when loading.
Bravo! That was quite a show, adventurer. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of the prize slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race, Ace. Congratulations, the lightning shot is yours, yours.
What? No dramatic entrance? Ah, you've changed. You remember that? In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It wasn't every day you was there as the god's hero, after all. It is. Every day. Well, the contest continues, so you better hurry back. One last thing. Thank you, Peter, for bringing me. Oh no! Whoosh! It appears Alistair had no. So victory is yours. Congratulations. Now, may I have the shard? No, it's my shard. Like your shiny heart. What is it that makes you so much better at finding things? What do you have that I don't? Stupid luck. That is a question I too ask myself on a number of occasions. I suspect we could both learn a great deal from Peter, not only about the secrets of adventuring, but how we should attend to our mission. Jerry-rigged? Friggin' no. Excellent. This is the responded exactly as intended. We now have access to the Hemisphere. Only one obstacle remains, the security system. Should they be triggered, they could make life prohibitive for us. Enlightened. Pray leave the rest to me. If I am right, my road blood should allow me to adventure in unmolested. Assuming this place works like the Crystal Tower, yes, but who doesn't be on the road? I want you to promise us that you'll get out the first sign of trouble. Oh, she's worried about ya. I promise. Wish me luck. Sit tight. So, what do you think of Grant here? I mean, not the Exarch, actually Grant himself. What? I'm curious. I'm sure this Owen fellow is very learned, but iconic corruption, no review. Sounds like a studio thesis. We all had to write one. Lest you wonder, mine was about combat applications of FIFA. I am nothing if not practical. Alphanos is more philosophical, of course. Political, I dare say. Dare I say it? He just read a lengthy discourse about our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Shallion's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, my father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphino was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death with anyone who saw things differently. By which I mean the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded. Deep down, he still holds fast to that one belief, and I admire him for it. I should have liked to have met the young Alphino. For what it's worth, my thesis concerned the elegant civilizations as depicted in folklore. Oh, you're back. I didn't know you attended the studio. He has the markings! I didn't. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the students of Valdesia convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than a means to an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon thesis! Archon's thesis? Should have imagined the work involved, but enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Yes, Owen's archive note. It was waiting for me in his chamber. A copy of his report still survives. It will be stored in this device. Shall we find out? Initializing scanning for registered user. User not found. To proceed as a guest, please complete biometric authentication. Verifying. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I am at your humble service, your highness. It never ceases to amuse me. This is but the pity, the effect on the last brother. Doga and Nay said as much when they granted me this gift, but until time as it fades, I should use it gratefully. Search archive for iconic corruption. Yep. Searching. One item found, iconic corruption, and overview. The report is locked by the offer. Please state password. Well, go on then, Your Highness. Please tell the note the password. Right. Let's see. Glory be to Allah. Long live Emperor Zande. Why would that be a personal password? Password incorrect. Please try again. Boom, boom. Confound it. Come now. Passwords are invariably short and simple, for instance. Wait for it. password? Does it work? The notion that the password could be something so benighted would be laughable, were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What did you just call me? Settle down, handmaiden. Courage. Password incorrect. Again, be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. Listen to you, stupid. Alright, that's it. Now see, we dismantle it and manually extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep, and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. Anyone can coax the Machina into cooperating, it is that. Of course. Come, let us bear the note back to the Rising Stones. Stupid archive node. It isn't Wild Rose either. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Ambrose did send word to the iron worker. It appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Omega? Still? No, I don't think. Nevertheless, I assure you, my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However much I might look forward to seeing him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. Now come with me.
Yeah.
Look at him, all but running. How sweet. Still, I wouldn't do to keep him waiting, shall we? What's the password? Password? Besides, it's terribly wrong. It's awfully wrong. That is... What? Password. Now everyone's going to be checking my shit to see if that's my password. It's like the joke for a lot of these sort of places where we've got a secret location. You know, when they don't say password, you say what password? They'll let you in. Password? What password? Come on in. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful news, PT. The Terror contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way, even as we speak. While we wait, I should like very much to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Crown? As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond to recent events in Galmor. According to intelligence from our Doman allies, the War of Succession rages on, and the Empire remains without a leader. Amidst the chaos, the Imperial legions in the provinces have begun to move independently from Northland. Of greatest concern to us is the Third Legion aligned with Lord No. It appears they have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. But they're all dead. Brutus? Aren't they the ones who took Yotsuyu and Asahi? This bodes well. Well, took in Asahi wasn't taken in. I think it was their birth child. Xenos movements, meanwhile, remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Riaje will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel it will be unwise to interfere with the conflict, and so, thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal of Gimli, they've decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more. Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the timing, I suspect they wish to put their respective houses in order ahead of the decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever the intent this is not a proper problem easily solved, being the Militants in particular struggling there, and Alphino and Y'shtola have been called upon to aid them. So long as we are dealing with the tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for temper, then anything's possible. Which is why we must succeed. And on that cheery note, why don't you make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite? I'll show Sid as soon as he arrives. Okay. I mean, this is chairs in there. It never was in the other place. Solo. Oh god, someone's... Waiting for shit. I am waiting at this destination, though I know not how long I must contemplate where our friend Sidolphus may... Oh, there he is. Sid!
Good job, Foxy.
Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. No defense, you are up around breath. I was under the impression you were slumbering a whole while longer. Well, we got clever. Oh, I wouldn't have been had you not fulfilled your promise. I still struggle with that idea. But where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternative version of myself is already laid there bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavours. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? styles of wrestling and foreign. You don't actually know prominent independent wrestlers. Like saying someone's a sports journalist, but they don't know anyone outside the Premiership. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Well, treatment for temporary. And for the next step, you need to find a password to this Saladin's report. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us, we could be here forever, and still not guess what I would. Thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that it might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambros. It contains an elegant dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to a terminal and set it to work right away. Oh, God. Ah, looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. Password is freedom. Huh. Short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honours, Your Highness? I would, my lady. He sees it too, doesn't he? He sees it too. All the people that don't. No. Open the report entitled Iconic Corruption and Overview. Password? Freedom! Exclamation mark. Password incorrect. No exclamation mark. Password accepted. Opening report. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism by which icons corrupt and bind men to their will. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the ether of the soul. Aye. Said ether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. But when a subject is exposed to the ether of an icon, this changes their soul, taking on the properties of the entity in question. By way of an example, exposure to the ether of the fiend, Sephiroth, would cause a subject's ether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as the preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. Huh. Wow. The changes undergone by the subject are not solely attributable to elemental alignment. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes umbrally charged or stagnant during the process. This stagnation of the soul has the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavour in which we were successful, albeit at a great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women all, fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption. It was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord and all. That's a name that may come up later. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision. For my impertinence, I have been struck with rank and title, and will shortly be expelled from this facility. In all likelihood, this report will be expunged from the archives. Nonetheless, I recorded in the hope that one day, someone will undertake to do that which I could not, and find a cure for the victims of iconic corruption. End recording. So, not even the Allegans were able to find a cure, or rather, they were not given the chance to do so. I cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Amon's decision. Yeah, that's a weird one, but it'll be explained that. More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed a problem. Angelo can remedy that. True, yet were we simply to reanimate the damaged soul, I fear it would do not diminish the individual's fanatical faith. Indeed, it may well intensify it. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall. Oh! So there's no point in reviving their souls unless we can restore the sense of self. Well, then we would make them remember who they were. Of course, memory transference. Process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, separating them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting the technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation, that is, limit the effect to only those whose memories have existed prior to tempering. Oh dear. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitement of false faith which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. Theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories of reanimation. But are you confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home, culminating in literal bloodlust. They did. You are right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I conceded that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure. Perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Hey, your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have a reason to be confident. You see, notes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics. Leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it'll take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, what do you suppose Owen locked his report behind? A password? Why do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? Keep it from prying eyes, of course. Why else? Nope. Wait. A password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology, or some such. You two, Round up as many Magitech terminals as you can and bring them to the workshop. Right away, Chief! Might have to be a short stream. I am just not really in a great health at the moment. Hopefully it'll be better tomorrow. Actually, no, I'm not on tomorrow. I've got something to do, so I can. Wednesday next one. Things are about to get busy. Lucky we have you to out there. Right, Sid. Oh, someone left. Right. Well, right here, and I can configure the terminals. I want the rest of you to procure supplies, namely ceruleum to fuel the terminals, and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have the both, the better. Leave the ice shards to me. I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree. Which means I've got to smash stuff. In that case, I'll trust PT and I'll say with the ceruleum. There's a promissory note for each of you. We can buy it! So we keep getting dragged back in. Somebody got pissed off anyway. Nah, probably just finished. Jacob's Sky Steel Manufacturing in Ishgard and Ceruleum Processing Plant in town. People there will give you what we need. Yoss is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. It's all the same. Same to you, I'll head to Thanos. To the Holy See. Something's just slightly. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll have to just do this mission and then jump out again. Sorry, I think I went to sleep last night and I've just been struggling with cold for a couple of days. Not horribly, it's just sort of an inconvenience, and I'd rather not sort of push myself. No point being stupid, is there? Especially when I'm not actually getting anything for any of this, I'm just doing it for my own entertainment. And I suppose anyone who's watching. So enjoy. There's like 85 other episodes of this. Some longer than others. Hello. Standing at the Sky Steel Manufacturing. What is you You are after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. She will get to assist you. Yeah, what someone before was asking me. Oh wow. Oh yes, closest. Sorry. Sorry, It's really, you've come to the right man. Price has shot up on account of the certainty with the Empire. So I just got the coin. It's not promissory note. Well, it's technically a check. Well now, a promissory note from the Ironworks. Don't see many of these. Not that it's a problem, it's as good as gold to me. Good. It's actually a check that he's written here. I know they're all supposed to be very posh, but these are the workers. As much as I can get. Uh oh. Hey-ho! Hey, look, it's one of those. Vanu.
My friend! After the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places.
How are you doing, mate?
As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem.
Uh-huh.
To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard. that we might together plot a course. Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas, he is, as ever, a difficult man to find.
Yes, I'm sure you like calling on his lance. Wink, wink.
I am informed he recently paid a visit to the Rising Stones. Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you? But tell me, what business brings you to our fair city this day? A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me.
Not my idea.
Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, you may count on Ishgard's full support.
Booga. We've got a lot of ceruleum, which is good because the next bit's flipping. No, don't fly it off, I'm gonna come back. No! I need to go back! Stupid bugger. Why couldn't you just transport it there on its own? I could have link-belled him and told him to pick it up. Oh. So, what? Another crystal. We've got enough ceruleum and ice crystals to actually temper Shiva. Summon Shiva again. Do it. Do it. Hi.
Who would have thought ceruleum weighed so much? Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose. I should have just done what you did and accepted help.
Yes, you should.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more. Quite a lot more now that I look at it.
I'm gonna need every bit of it. Apparently it's still not enough. How are we gonna pay for all this? Apparently you came for free.
Lord Emery, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
Almost like I'm the main character.
We have also succeeded in configuring the terminals, thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
Oh, that guy.
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Ask Jesse.
She was the one who hired you. All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time.
Yay, time travel. Go to a transfer portal.
Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 parts to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Due to the
very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond
finances in American football as far as college football goes. If a student who's in the sort of college football pool and plays for a certain college moves to another college, then they're in what's called the transfer portal. And obviously once they join up with the college team, I suppose they come out of the portal.
Whatever you say, Garland.
Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin.
Oh, right. No, that makes sense. Because AEW's wanted to use it as that as well. Because it'd be basically the people who could sort of move around, so to speak, would be considered those in the sort of portal. And it's not like they signed these colleges, it's just, you know, it's just basically the pull they have is whoever's in their college.
All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while.
They might, like, give scholarships, but, you know, it's not like they actually pay the student. Giving them a scholarship, you still need an average for your education anyway. It's really weird. Especially since some people do actually make a lot of money from college football. It's just none of the people who actually do the work. They may be coaches. Oh no, it's overheating.
Damn it. It's overloading.
Not enough ice crystals. Sorry, I'll go and ask for some.
It won't last much longer!
You can't take it, Count.
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close. So very close.
So what do you want me to do? Cast Blizzard on it all? Come on, Alizé, let's cast Blizzard on everything. I don't have Blizzard. Well, you had fire.
This is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There!
Did you memorize it? No. Did you remember?
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
Hooray!
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
The fault is mine. I'm sorry.
Don't be. It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure for tempering is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Yeah, they practically cured fantasy cancer.
Thank you.
If they can get it to work.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is up to you.
I mean, tactical cancer does do that. It basically corrupts your internals for the most part, and just so keeps eating away at it. Right, I should jump straight in, but I not really at my best at the moment, so not horrible. You know, I'm not dying or anything, which is not great at the moment. And after doing an hour, just sort of, yeah, nothing's changed. So I'll just get out. Thanks for watching if you have done. Sorry that it's been sort of shorter and lethargic, I suppose would be the word. If I wish to use a word. Currency is not much different. 297 could get you a ring. That's right. So, yeah, thanks for watching any part of this if you had. I won't be here tomorrow because I've got stuff to do. And aside from that, if you'd like to catch up on any of my streams, aside from this, I upload everything onto YouTube at Part-Time Gaming. If you are watching from YouTube, I upload relatively often on PTRPG on Twitch, and probably a better spot. Yeah. On Twitter relatively often. Part-Time Blank. Never doing any news. You know, just sort of random comments on wrestling and random comments on other stuff. And letting people know when I'm going to be live. Aside from that, thank you very much for watching, and I'll sign out the way I always do, reminding everyone that all time is precious and appreciated. Take care. See ya.